Hello my friends, happy Tuesday. Welcome into our Tuesday live for this week. Sorry for the delay in posting. I kind of forgot it was Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is. It's a holiday week, right? So lots happening, but I'm excited to be here with you. I'm going to show something a little bit different. I don't have my plan done. I never got my weekly planning done this week, so I was really busy trying to get all of my my card class to go out yesterday, which was the date when it was supposed to ship. So I will tell you that my project for today is actually a sneak peek of the treat that I put into the packages. So if you don't want to see that, make sure you don't peek at this video, because I don't want to spoil any surprises. So if you're getting one of my card class to go, the Sips and Celebrations card class, so that was this one, they're headed in the mail to you now, and the little pocket that I'm going to show you today is part of your little surprise, which I won't spoil all of the surprise if you're getting the package, but it will spoil some of the surprise. So if you don't want to know, you can save this and watch it later, and then you'll know how to make what I sent you. So for our card classes to go, I usually do 4 cards to make 2 of each, so you get 8 cards that you can make at home. Then I do a bonus card that you get just as a gift, and then there's usually some sort of little treat in there. So I will be launching, I don't know if I'll get it done today because I'm not even sure what I'm using. I wanted to use the Sunset Sailing bundle, but I don't have it yet. So I will be launching card class to go either today or tomorrow for this month. And then I do have Creativity Week happening this month. I haven't done it in a couple of years. So that's going to be happening July 14th through the 18th. So it's a Monday through Friday. You'll get a video in the mail, in the email every day with a little challenge. There'll be a workbook. So I will post the link to join Creativity Week. If you're not already on my email list, you can join that in the comments below this video, or if you're watching on YouTube, because I'll post a replay on YouTube, you can get that in the description of the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this around and we'll get started. Alright, so don't mind my messy desk. I don't even have any grid paper down because I'm not going to do a ton of stamping, I don't think. But I did want to show this to you. So it's kind of what was on my desk still from yesterday from prepping all of the little kits. Like I said, I did these for my virtual card class to go. Or not virtual, yeah, my card class to go. My monthly card class to go, I do a little treat. And this is the treat from this past month's kit that just shipped yesterday. So again, spoiler alert, if you did my class and you don't want to see the treat, don't watch this video yet. Wait till you get your package and then you can watch. Alright, so I'm starting with an 8 by 3.5 inch piece of cardstock, and I designed this purposely to go with these cute little lemonade pouches. So the card class was featuring cocktails, right? So I was gonna get some cocktail themed, like they had margarita ones too, but I ended up doing just lemonade just because I don't know who I'm sending it to. Some of them are new customers to me, and I didn't want to send alcohol stuff to somebody who's not really into alcohol or what have you. So I just did lemonade, which they can do just water and ice and have a yummy lemonade, or they can do add some vodka or some other type of liquor and then have a cocktail as well. So they can do either or. So this is what I wanted to make a little treat holder for. So I started, like I said, 3.5 by 8, and I'm going to score this at 2.5. So I'm just going to score that, okay? And then I still have my old school, I don't know why I have a frog in my throat, so if I start coughing, I'm sorry. I'm still getting over whatever that was I had last week. I have my old, I think they call it the Detail Trio punch, I forget, but it's got the corner rounder and the little tag punch, so I still keep it, even though I don't think it's still current, although they might have brought it back on online exclusives. I didn't check. But I'm just going to round the corners on all of these, okay? And then I cut myself a piece of 3.25 by 3.25, and this one is 3.25 by 2.25. And I'm going to go ahead and round just 2 corners on both of these and on this one. Okay, and now I'm going to start to assemble this. So this actually goes right here, and this is a little bit different colors than what I sent to those of you that got the card class to go. It is different patterns than I used on the original one. And then this one is gonna be, whoops, it went right off the side of the paper here. Let me just fold that over. And then that's gonna go up top. Okay. And I didn't tape this down and then do the corner rounder, because then it would be like right up against it. I wanted to still have the border. So I cut it with the border and then did the punching after the fact so I could have that border. I did not put that paper very straight, but you get the idea. All right, so now I'm using my tear and tape. I'm going slightly off the edge because I want to make sure there's enough room in the middle here for my little packet. So what I'll do is I will just, oopsie. I will just put it on the edge there, and then I can fold it over and just add a little more security to that. So we've got that, and then we'll do that here and on the other side. Okay, and now that's going to create my little pocket. So I'm just going to make sure those are good and sealed. Okay, this is going to be a super quick project today. All right, so now I have that cute little lemonade packet. I'm just going to tuck that right in here. Okay, and then I'm going to use that same punch, and we're going to punch this like so. So the trick with kind of designing your own, because I did design this myself, I measured how big this was, and then I made it a little bit bigger. And you want to make sure you have, I made it actually the first time I did 3 1/4 because that was plenty to go around this, but then you don't have enough room for the tape and to be able to slip the little guy inside. So you want to give yourself a good amount of space on either side. So I went a little bit bigger at 3 1/2. All right, so now we just want to decorate a little bit. And I just kind of figured a little circle here, layered with some white. And then I already cut out a bunch. I went crazy and cut out a bunch of these little drinks. So my thought was I would just put like a couple of drinks here, like this maybe. Let's see. Maybe like so, right? And then maybe a little sentiment is what my plan is. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this down first. So we attach this to this. I'm not going to pop it. I'm not going to pop the drinks, I don't think either, but I'll pop up this onto that, if that makes sense. So now I'm just going to take a couple of these guys. You could use liquid glue for this too. I'm just being lazy. So we'll stick our little champagne. I love this paper and this little sweet. It's just so fun to play with. All right. I'm gonna kind of tuck that under there a little bit. Okay. And then we'll do this one. Whoop. And we'll tuck this kind of, I'm gonna put it over a little bit. Like that. Okay. Maybe not. Let's fill a little more of the space. Maybe I'll tuck it under that. Like that. There we go. That's okay. It's a little bit off-centered, but I'm going to put a sentiment on there too. So I think I'm just going to use the cheers from the stamp set. So I'm just going to stamp that here. Okay. And then I'm going to fussy cut that. So I'll take my paper snips. I'm going to let it dry for a second. Let me, just because that was a really inky ink pad at the moment. So when I put this on, I don't really want to stick it to this. So I'm going to leave the dimensionals towards the bottom here, just so that I'll be able to slide that in and out without it being stuck to my circle. And that way they can reuse it too, right? If they wanted to get their own little lemonade mixes, they could do that. Like this. And then we're gonna just kind of cut around the words. You could use a pencil and kind of bubble draw around the words, but I'm just eyeballing it. I've gotten pretty good at fussy cutting words, so I can kind of do it just winging it, but it is really helpful if you're not as good at this to like just draw with a pencil around the sentiment, and then you can trace the line that you created with the pencil instead of having to try and trace the stamped letters, and it just gives you a little bit of a cushion instead. It's kind of like when you are a kid, or even now, I still do it, like when you're coloring and you color all around the outside of the image so that when you color the inside, if your hand slips, you don't slip outside of the lines because you made a new line around the outside, so it's just kind of that little buffer zone. Same thing here. Alright, so I did that, and now we're going to kind of put that here, right? And I think I'm just going to do it flat. I was thinking about popping it up, but I'm going to just do flat. Okay? Like so. Perfect. And then we can add a little bit of bling too. Why not, right? These are the gems that they got in their kits, so I'm going to use the same ones. I like to keep everything kind of consistent. So let's grab one of these big guys, because I got a lot of white space here. So we'll do one of those, and one of those, and then a little guy up here. There we go. Cute. And then I just used the white twine to attach it to the other little part of the gift that I'm not going to spoil. And then I used some linen twine and just kind of tied it in there so they can untie it. And that was part of their little extra bonus gift for their class this month. So I hope you like that. It was just super, super simple. It's a great way to kind of do a little party favor, or some sort of like, if you're doing like a little get together with the girls or a bachelorette party, how cute would it be to do like little margarita cocktail packets in there. So lots of ways you could use this in everyday life, but I just thought I would share. And like I said, new card class will be opening in the next couple of days, and I will, if you're on my email list, you'll see that. Also, as a reminder, we'll have Creativity Week. We'll be back for the first time in a couple of years. I'm super excited about it. We're going to do a lot with scrapbooking and storytelling this time around, so if you're a scrapbooker, you'll definitely want to join in on this one. And yeah, I think we've got lots going on this month, so I'm excited to craft with you this summer. So I hope you guys have a great day. Happy 4th for those of you in the States, and happy Canada Day to my Canadian friends. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you all really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.